Welcome back to World Information HD, the home of fascinating discoveries, rare coins, and the hidden treasures buried in plain sight inside your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the world of dimes, specifically the 2007 P. Roosevelt 1 dime. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another small piece of 10-cent currency we use every day. But as we've seen time and time again, appearances can be deceiving, and some coins have secrets worth thousands of dollars waiting to be uncovered. So grab your magnifying glass and a bright light, because by the end of this video, you might just look at your spare change in an entirely new way. Let's take a closer look at one of America's most recognizable and enduring coins, and uncover the hidden story, the minting mysteries, and the incredible value behind the 2007 P. Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, 1 year after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the man who led America through the Great Depression and most of World War II. It was created as a tribute to Roosevelt's enduring legacy, especially his founding of the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio, a disease that Roosevelt himself had suffered from. Designed by John R. Sinek, the Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime and brought with it a new era of modern simplicity. The front, or obverse, features the dignified portrait of President Roosevelt facing left, with the word, Liberty, engraved boldly beside him. Beneath his chin sits the famous American motto, In God We Trust, and just under the neckline, you can find the designer's initials, JS on the back, or reverse. The design beautifully symbolizes unity and strength, a torch representing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on one side for peace and an oak branch on the other for strength and independence. The inscriptions, United States of America, et pluribus unum, and 1 dime, complete the design, a balance of power and patriotism that has remained unchanged for decades. Now fast forward to 2007, a year that most collectors overlook. Millions of dimes were minted at both the Philadelphia Mint, which bears the P Mint mark, and the Denver Mint, which bears the D mark. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced hundreds of millions of these coins, making it seem, at first glance, that none could ever be rare. But as we've learned with other coins, rarity doesn't always come from how many were made. It often comes from the details, the mistakes, and the flaws that sneak through the minting process. To the casual eye, every 2007 P. Roosevelt dime looks the same. But coin experts and collectors know better. They look closer, at the surface, the strike, the edges, and even the color and luster. Because hidden among the sea of ordinary dimes are those few exceptional pieces that were struck differently, minted perfectly, or preserved in pristine condition. Let's break down what makes these coins valuable. First, mint state condition. A coin that has never circulated, never been used in change, and still holds its original mint shine is called mint state, often graded by professionals on the Sheldon scale, from MS-60 up to a perfect MS-70. Finding a 2007 P. Roosevelt dime in MS-68 or higher is exceptionally rare, because even the tiniest scratch, nick, or discoloration can drop its value dramatically. Coins in this top condition often come directly from uncirculated rolls or mint sets that were carefully stored away by collectors. But condition isn't the only thing that can make this dime valuable. There's also the world of errors and varieties, the fascinating mistakes that turn everyday coins into collectors' treasures. Some of the most interesting error varieties found among 2007 P. Roosevelt dimes include 1. Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin isn't properly aligned during minting, causing the design to appear partially cut off or shifted to one side. The more dramatic the off-center, the higher the value. 2. Double die errors. These happen when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice at slightly different angles, creating a doubled image on the lettering or Roosevelt's face. Sharp-eyed collectors can often spot a faint shadow or doubled letters, especially around Liberty or In God We Trust. 3. Missing clad layer. Modern dimes are made of a copper core coated with nickel. Occasionally, the outer layer doesn't bond properly, leaving a coin that looks reddish or coppery on one side. These unique mistakes can fetch serious attention from error collectors. 4. Die cracks or cuds. overused dies can develop tiny cracks, leaving raised lines or blobs of metal on the finished coin. Some collectors love these imperfections for their one-of-a-kind character. Each of these error types can multiply the value of a 2007 Roosevelt dime many times over, depending on how visible and unique the flaw is. Now, beyond errors and condition, another factor that plays a key role in a coin's value is demand. Even a coin that isn't technically rare can become highly sought after if collectors show strong interest in completing date and mint mark sets. The 2007 dime, being a more recent release, often flies under the radar, meaning that unsearched rolls, mint sets, or forgotten coin jars could still be holding hidden gems in near-perfect shape. This is where many collectors make their best finds, in ordinary places. Change drawers, bank rolls, old jars, or inherited coin collections can sometimes produce a pristine specimen that hasn't been touched in over a decade. So if you ever come across a shiny 2007 dime that looks unusually perfect, don't just toss it aside. Inspect it closely, look at the luster, the edge, and even the strike details. But how do you know if your dime is truly special? It all starts with grading and verification. Professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, specialize in authenticating and grading coins. Submitting a potentially valuable dime to one of these services can reveal whether it's a true gem, and if it receives a top-grade certification, it can dramatically boost its value in the collector's market. For example, a 2007 Roosevelt dime graded MS68 full bands, meaning the horizontal lines on the torch's design are fully visible and sharp, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Those full band details are a sign of an exceptionally strong and precise strike, which collectors absolutely love. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the subtle artistry of the Roosevelt dime itself. Even after decades, it remains one of the most enduring designs in American coinage history. Its small size hides an incredible amount of detail, from Roosevelt's distinct facial expression to the elegant balance of symbols on the reverse. The dime might be the smallest coin in your pocket, but its story spans generations, from honoring a president who shaped modern America to becoming a symbol of precision minting. And today, it also holds the potential for surprising value, especially when you discover one of those rare examples that stands above the rest. So what makes the 2007 dime such a fascinating case? It's not ancient. It's not made of silver. It's not from a forgotten mint. Yet, because of a combination of perfect preservation, unusual minting quality, and collector interest, certain examples have sold for extraordinary amounts at auction. These coins prove that you don't always need to search 100 years back to find something valuable. Sometimes, the treasure is right there in the change you received from the grocery store last week. Imagine this: you're going through a pile of coins, maybe from an old jar or a bag of change you haven't touched in years. You spot a dime that looks brighter than the rest, untouched, flawless. Under a magnifying glass, the details are sharp, the surface smooth, and the luster gleaming like a mirror. You decide to have it graded. Weeks later, the results come in, and your ordinary 2007 dime turns out to be one of the finest examples ever recorded, a true mint state beauty. That same small dime, once worth 10 cents, suddenly becomes a collector's dream, selling for $14,662 at a major coin auction. Yes, you heard that right. A simple dime, minted in 2007. Can be worth that astonishing amount when found in the right condition and sold to the right collector. So the next time you come across a Roosevelt dime, especially a 2007 mint mark, take a closer look before you spend it. Because hidden in your loose change could be a small piece of metal with a big story, and possibly a fortune waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching World Information HD, where we uncover the incredible stories behind the coins you carry every day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the next episode in our journey through America's rare and valuable coins. The Roosevelt dime, a small silver-colored coin many of us overlook every day, has a fascinating history and surprising value that could make you look twice before spending it. Today, we're diving deep into one of the modern coins that has collectors buzzing with excitement, the 2019 D Mint Mark Roosevelt dime. What seems like just another 10-cent coin in your pocket could, under the right circumstances, be worth thousands of dollars. Let's uncover the mystery, history, and value behind this seemingly ordinary yet extraordinary piece of American currency. Before we jump into its current value and collector interest, let's take a journey back in time to understand where the Roosevelt dime began and why it still holds such a strong place in American coinage. The dime we know today has been around since 1946, first introduced as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death in 1945. Roosevelt was not only the longest-serving president in U.S. history, but he also played a crucial role in founding the March of Dimes, a movement that worked tirelessly to combat polio. The dime, with its symbolic value of 10 cents, became a powerful emblem of his legacy. Designed by John R. Cynic, the Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime, which was a beloved coin among collectors for its classical beauty. Cynic's design focused on Roosevelt's left-facing portrait, representing leadership and determination. On the reverse side, the coin shows a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. The simplicity and strength of the design have kept it largely unchanged for more than 7 decades. Now, let's move forward to 2019, a year that didn't seem special for dime collectors at first glance, but it quickly became one that caught the attention of the numismatic world. The 2019 Roosevelt dime struck at the Denver Mint, marked with a bold D Mint mark, is a modern coin that might just be sitting unnoticed in your change jar or wallet. Though it was produced in large numbers for everyday circulation, certain rare conditions, minting errors, and pristine specimens have transformed this coin from an ordinary dime into a collector's dream. The Denver Mint, one of the key facilities of the U.S. Mint, is known for its precise and high-quality coin production. However, even in modern times, small imperfections can slip through, and in the coin world, those tiny mistakes can mean big money. A simple misstrike, double die, off-center strike, or other rare minting errors can boost the coin's value into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For the 2019 D Roosevelt dime, collectors have reported several types of errors and unique features that make certain coins highly desirable. Some of the most sought-after versions include dimes with a double die obverse, where parts of Roosevelt's face or the inscriptions appear slightly duplicated due to a die error. Others have weak strikes, missing details, or even die cracks that add uniqueness to each piece. Beyond errors, condition plays a massive role in determining a coin's worth. A 2019 D Roosevelt dime in circulated condition, meaning one that has been used in daily transactions, may only be worth its face value of 10 cents. But when the same coin is found in mint state condition, with no scratches, bag marks, or discoloration, it becomes something truly special. Collectors use a grading scale to determine a coin's condition, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins graded between MS65 and MS70 are considered nearly flawless, with sharp details and full mint luster. These coins often go straight from the mint to protective holders before ever touching human hands. The 2019 D dimes found in such immaculate condition are rare and command serious attention from collectors. But that's not all. Special collector editions and proof sets released by the U.S. Mint in 2019 have also added to the coin's fame. Proof dimes struck with polished dies on specially prepared planchets feature mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs. While most proof coins are struck at the San Francisco Mint and Barron S. mark, a few error-proof or experimental Denver Mint dimes have surfaced, making them extremely valuable. Now, what exactly makes the 2019 D Roosevelt dime so collectible despite being a modern coin? The answer lies in its scarcity in high-grade conditions, its historical importance, and the excitement of discovering a hidden gem among everyday change. As coin collectors often say, modern treasures are still being made. And the 2019 D dime is a perfect example of that. Many collectors and enthusiasts have started examining their loose change, coin rolls, and mint sets in search of this elusive dime. Auction listings and online coin communities have documented examples of the 2019 D. Roosevelt dime selling for far more than anyone expected. A few specimens with rare mint errors or exceptional mint states have reached auction prices in the thousands. What makes these coins even more exciting is that anyone could have one without realizing it. It's not buried treasure, it's modern treasure hiding in plain sight. Checking your coins for mint marks, details, and condition could be one of the most rewarding hobbies you'll ever start. To identify the 2019 D. Roosevelt dime, look for the D mint mark located just above the date on the coin's obverse, to the left of Roosevelt's neck. The design remains true to Sinek's original work, featuring Roosevelt's profile with inscriptions reading, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the date, 2019. The reverse continues to display the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch, along with the inscriptions, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and the denomination, 1 dime. Collectors recommend inspecting the coin under proper lighting, using a magnifying glass to look for doubling on letters, Roosevelt's face, or the mint mark. If you find something unusual, like doubling, cracks, or off-center details, it might be worth having it professionally graded or appraised by a reputable grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Graded coins not only hold more value but also carry official certification of authenticity and condition, which is highly attractive to serious buyers and investors. Many coin enthusiasts who started small have built significant collections and even discovered coins worth tens of thousands of dollars simply by examining their everyday change carefully. In the world of coin collecting, patience, curiosity, and attention to detail often lead to incredible discoveries. The 2019 D. Roosevelt dime stands as proof that even modern coins can surprise you with astonishing value. As technology improves, minting becomes more precise. But every so often, a rare variation slips through, turning an ordinary coin into something truly remarkable. The story of the Roosevelt dime continues to evolve, representing not only a piece of American history but also a reminder that value can hide in the smallest things. From a simple design introduced after World War II to honor a beloved president, to modern-day finds that shock collectors with their worth, the dime remains an enduring symbol of legacy and luck. So the next time you get change at the store or open a roll of dimes from the bank, take a moment to look closely. You might be holding a coin that connects history, artistry, and mystery all in one. Each tiny coin tells a story, and some of them, like the 2019 D. Roosevelt dime, tell one worth more than gold. Collectors and enthusiasts continue to hunt for pristine examples, hoping to uncover the next valuable error or mint state dime that could change their fortunes overnight. Whether you're an experienced collector or just someone curious about coinage, this coin proves that history and value can still be found in modern pockets across America. And as rare finds continue to appear, one particular 2019 D. Roosevelt dime has stood out for its remarkable condition and desirability among numismatists. Its gleaming luster, perfect strike, and untouched state made it a prized discovery, fetching an astonishing price of $11,888. That's right. A coin worth just 10 cents to most people ended up being worth over $11,000 to one lucky finder. So before you spend that dime, you might want to take a second look, because in the world of coins, even the smallest piece of metal can hold a fortune. Welcome back everyone to World Information HD, the channel where your everyday pocket change might just turn into a small fortune. Today, we're diving into one of the most common yet surprisingly valuable coins still in circulation today, the 2021 P Mint Mark Roosevelt 1 dime. Yes, that little 10-cent coin you probably overlook or toss in your change jar might hold more history, mystery, and value than you ever imagined. So, before you spend your next dime, make sure you stick around until the very end, because one of these coins recently sold for an unbelievable price that will absolutely shock you. Now, let's take a deep dive into this small yet powerful coin and uncover what makes it so special in the world of coin collectors and numismatics. The Roosevelt dime has been an American classic since 1946, first introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. His leadership during some of the nation's darkest times, including the Great Depression and World War II, made him a beloved figure in American history. It's no surprise that the U.S. Mint chose his image for the dime, symbolizing courage, resilience, and leadership. But fast forward to 2021, a seemingly ordinary year for coins, and something fascinating happened. The 2021 P Mint Mark Roosevelt dime, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, has started gaining attention among collectors for some very interesting reasons. To the average person, this dime looks like any other, a silver-colored coin featuring Roosevelt's familiar portrait on the front and a torch flanked by olive and oak branches on the back, representing liberty, peace, and strength. But to experienced coin enthusiasts, certain 2021 dimes hold secrets that can turn that humble 10 cents into hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Let's start with the basics. The 2021 P Mint mark means that this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the oldest and most productive mints in the country. In 2021 alone, the Philadelphia Mint struck more than 1.4 billion dimes. With numbers that large, you might be thinking, how could any of these be valuable? Well, the answer lies in something every collector loves: errors, varieties, and minting quality. When billions of coins are produced, even the most advanced minting machines can make mistakes. A slightly misaligned die, a double design, or even an off-center strike can create a rare variety that collectors crave. And among the 2021 dimes, a few remarkable examples have surfaced that have completely blown away expectations. One of the most talked about finds is the double die obverse, where Roosevelt's profile and lettering appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Under magnification, you might see a clear doubling on the words Liberty, or In God We Trust. If you come across one of these, it's not just a curiosity, it's a collector's dream. Another highly sought-after error is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing because the coin wasn't properly aligned during stamping. Depending on how off-center the coin is, its value can skyrocket dramatically. And then there's the clipped planchet error, where a small portion of the coin's edge is missing, almost as if someone took a small bite out of it. These unique errors don't happen often, and when they do, they become instant favorites among error collectors. But even without errors, certain 2021 Roosevelt dimes have gained value because of their mint condition and grading. When a coin is freshly struck and handled carefully before it ever reaches circulation, it may be sent for grading by professional organizations like PCGS or NGC. The top names in coin authentication. Coins that receive the highest grades, such as MS-68 or MS-69, can command stunning prices at auctions. Why? Because flawless coins are exceedingly rare. Out of billions of dimes, only a handful may leave the mint without a single scratch, nick, or imperfection. Collectors call these coins gems, and for good reason. Another factor boosting the 2021 dime's value is its modern-day significance. Many collectors are focusing on coins produced in the 21st century, knowing that flawless modern pieces could be tomorrow's legendary collectibles. It's the same way older dimes, like the Mercury dimes or early Roosevelt issues, became valuable over time. When you think about it, the 2021 dime represents more than just currency. It's a small symbol of a specific moment in American history. Produced during a time of post-pandemic recovery, social change, and technological advancement, this coin stands as a snapshot of America's ongoing story. So how can you tell if your 2021 P dime might be valuable? Here are a few simple steps. Look for the mint mark. The letter P under the date confirms it was minted in Philadelphia. Examine the surface carefully. If you see any doubling, cracks, or odd shapes, you might have an error coin. Check the coin's condition. Bright, lustrous coins with no visible scratches are more desirable. Compare it with reference images from professional grading services online. If in doubt, get it appraised or graded. It could be worth far more than 10 cents. Remember, most coins you find in circulation won't be worth more than their face value. But every now and then, a rare error or high-grade survivor slips through the cracks and finds its way into someone's pocket change. Collectors have been sharing exciting stories online of finding beautiful 2021 P dimes in uncirculated condition straight from bank rolls. Some have even discovered stunning examples with full torch details on the reverse. a feature known among collectors as full bands. These tiny lines between the torch's design, when fully visible, indicate an exceptionally strong strike. Coins with full bands can fetch impressive prices compared to normal strikes. The beauty of coin collecting is that it connects history, art, and discovery in one small piece of metal. The Roosevelt dime, though small in size, holds big importance in the American coinage legacy. It's one of the few coins to remain largely unchanged for decades, symbolizing continuity and national pride. And even today, in 2025, people are still uncovering valuable versions of this modern dime. From lucky pocket finds to estate discoveries, the thrill of uncovering a rare coin continues to captivate people of all ages. It's also worth mentioning how technology has changed the coin hunting experience. Many collectors now use digital microscopes and high-resolution cameras to inspect their coins closely. Social media platforms and online auction sites have made it easier than ever to share discoveries and sell rare finds to collectors across the globe. So, even a coin minted just a few years ago, like the 2021 P. Roosevelt dime, can suddenly capture the attention of the entire coin community if it has the right features. Every coin tells a story. From the moment it's struck to the time it lands in your hand, it's passed through countless pockets, cash registers, and lives. Maybe your dime once traveled across states, helped by a cup of coffee, or sat forgotten in a drawer for years, until you looked closer and realized it might be something extraordinary. That's what makes numismatics, the study and collection of coins, so endlessly fascinating. Each discovery feels like finding a tiny piece of history hidden in plain sight. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the value. Among all the 2021 P. Mint Mark Roosevelt dimes, one particular coin caught the attention of serious collectors. It was graded in nearly perfect condition, showing sharp details, brilliant luster, and immaculate surfaces. At a major coin auction, this little 10-cent piece sold for an astonishing $4,722. Yes, that's right. A dime worth 10 cents in your pocket could be worth more than $4,000 if it's the right one. So the next time you get change back at a store or empty out your coin jar, take a closer look at those dimes. That simple 2021 P. Mint Mark Roosevelt dime could be more than just spare change. It could be your gateway into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and maybe, just maybe, your next big treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to World Information HD, where we bring you the most exciting discoveries and valuable treasures hiding right in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune.